Right, there we go. Puts Jordan to 16 from the manland attack.
Jordan's going to crack this fetch land. Doing so, he'll return the Bloodghast.
That he just milled.
Yeah.
Too bad we can't see what he's milling.
It's unfortunate. But we also get to see what other 3 new cards he's going to mill here.
Hopefully. Vengevine! Vengevine! Vengevine!
I think at least one of those is a land. From what I can see here. Alright, and another fetch land.
It's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Yeah, so fetch land. Mills himself for a little more. So we can hit some Vengevines.
Oh, he hit a Bloodghast.
Practice.
See, playing this deck, I would get greedy. Like, I maybe would have imaged to a Hedron to try to get Vengevines. Just for value.
That doesn't even seem bad. That actually seems fine.
Holding an image in hand seems really good, too.
That's also true.
So, alright, Jace read it. There, so they're gonna help us see who the cards are, which were nothing. Ooh, you know what I really like? Is if you play Phantasmal Image, that triggers Vengevine, which then you can copy.
Yeah.
That's really sweet.
Yeah,
12 damage comes in.
12.
Rudy goes to... I don't think he was at 19 because he did take a hit last turn, so I think he's down to like 7. He didn't get any right. And levels up Oncoic Cryptologist, sends the turn. Rudy really needs something big.
He has a Gideon.
Well, he has a Gideon, but that's not going to do it.
That's just going to buy him a turn, yeah.
Yeah, and he doesn't have Day of Judgment as main. He has 2 sideboards, so... And he gets tokens, but I mean, I still think he's dead on board.
It does not look good for him.
He blocks both Vengevines, and he takes 6.
Yeah.
He might be at 7. Yeah, he's probably at 7.
Yeah, I think they're giving Rudy a token for his Mary Angel.
I like how the Star City judge staff was really good about bringing a bunch of tokens that they thought would be needed. And I just can't wait till someone has some obscure token that they have, you know.
Yeah. Something so strange. Legacy, you get some strange tokens sometimes.
It's true.
I like the old school squirrel tokens. Those are my favorite tokens.
Oh, and he just drew an image to end the game. He gets to copy Vengevine and...
Yeah. Oh, wow.
He's just going to slow roll him.
Yeah, there's really no reason to do this.
He's just pure value. Like, I'm going to kill you. Wait, he's at 5? If he's at 5, then it's just he already has lethal on board. See, when I was playing this deck, I would always in response my sack land by cracking it again, just so I don't mill my only, you know, the few islands and forests I have left in my deck. Because there's only 4 of each. So,
yeah,
he mills 3 more cards. He's just doing this for 6 more cards. Yeah, he's just doing it for value. 2 Vengevines. Plays an image, copies, gets both Vengevines back. Rudy was dead on board. He's like, okay, I've seen enough.
Yeah. All right.
Me.
Man, I really just want to see Chase.
Dude, I want to see
Action.
that. Like, look at that board. Look at that confusing board of a bunch of stuff. All right, and so Jordan was pretty on, or sorry, not Jordan. Rudy playing Night Shift was pretty on top of things with his 4, you know, ley lines in his sideboard, ley line of the voids. I don't think, you know, anyone else was thinking, okay, I'm kidding, he doesn't have any ley lines. He doesn't have anything. He's got a Smother
Man,
Day
Rudy's
Judgment.
so ahead.
Yeah, Rudy's
Ley line
ahead
of
of
the
the
voids.
format. He's got Disfigure, Memoricide maybe.
And memory side might be good. I mean, naming Vengevine, taking those out, like the deck really doesn't do much without that. But then again, like all just like the 2-power guys actually interact pretty well here. They can keep bashing in. Now, I'm surprised he only has 1 Persecutor. Like
One
if he's
Persecutor?
gonna, yeah, I think he should. I don't know. And 2 into the rail seems like a pretty low number for this archetype also.
Well, it depends on how you play it. Like, if you play a bunch of other permanents, you can't run 3 into the Royals.
That's fair.
No, so I think Smother and Disfigure comes in, and Day of Judgment, but that's about it. Like, Memoricide seems really slow, and because he saw a bunch of black, I wonder if Jordan's going to bring in Mental Missteps for hand disruption. He doesn't really want to get Inquisitions too often.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty bad when they take your Fauna Shaman.
Mm-hmm.
It's like pretty bad when they take your Hedron Crab as opponents on the play. I would not be surprised if we took put the Mental Missteps in the deck. I feel like if he... Oh, what do you think he takes out here?
I would take
Jace?
out... No, I think cards like Jace are really good when you have a bunch of disruption. Like, sometimes you take out, like, just, like, Lotus Cobra. You're probably not going to be super fast, so you can take out, like, pieces once they have a bunch of hate.
Mm-hmm. I agree with that. You just need, like,
and the games are going to go... Yeah, the games are going to go longer because your opponent's disrupting you.
Yeah, they're, like, playing discard spells and dismembers and whatnot,
Yeah.
and it's just hard to...
All right, so... All right, so Rudy on your left is playing Night Shift. I don't really get the name. I mean, I guess I somewhat, but just a Squadron Hawk like variant of Cobblade, but running black for some hand disruption, a little bit of removal, and an Abyssal Persecutor. But that's not even the most creative deck in the feature match, which is kind of crazy because Jordan on your right is playing Dredgevine, a deck that I helped bring to the world last year at Nationals, and 2 rounds into that tournament, I thought it was the worst deck on the planet, but it's lived on. I feel like I top 8 at that Nationals, and I think that's the greatest Magic accomplishment I've ever had, was top 8 in a tournament without a constructed deck.
You hated that deck. Like, hated it.
Hated it before I signed up. I just didn't think anything was really good.
Yeah, I mean, it does not seem like a very good deck.
But Jordan's making it. I'm guessing these guys are X1. They might be XO, but I'm assuming they're X1. Most people in round 6 are X1. Not many XOs left.
Yeah. The Phantasmal Images are just awesome, though. I think that's kind of
this
like
is
the
becoming
thing.
the real big thing. Like, the thing about WotC, you know, I mean, they've always made clones 4 mana. Well, there's 2 clones in Standard right now that can cost 3 and cost 2. Like, that's really cheap. We don't see that much. Like, maybe, you know, giving it the ability to be like touched and die, the Phantom like ability would keep it fair. But with all the come into play abilities, like, these really cheap images are great. Like, I think maybe 2 mana might be pushing it on power level. They're all over the place today.
Yeah, and I mean, basically now it's gotten to the point where, like, most good creatures have come into play abilities.
Yeah.
Which, you know, normally are effects that cost more than 2 mana.
Yeah. Like, I was in one of my first M12, I did a pre-release M12 on Moto, and for some reason the pool was just strange because I had a bunch of 2-ofs, but one of my 2-ofs was Phantasmal Image, Well, so my opponent misses a land drop. I play a turn 4 Setting Sun. He misses another one. And then on turn 5, I play 2 images, blow up all of his lands. I'm like, this is a fair game.
Seems pretty fair.
Yeah. And that's just it. The card, I think, is, might be just 1 mana too cheap.
Yeah, I think it's just... I don't think it's too good. I think it's fine. I think it's a really powerful card.
Like, of course it's not going to be busted. The clone can never be unfair busted.
Yeah, but... I mean, I'm happy they printed that card. I think that's a card that's, like, very powerful, took people a little while to catch on to, that's, fun.
Yeah. That's true.
And as long as you're playing spells in your deck, you're going to be able to, like, deal with their Phantasmal images.
Very true. Unless those spells are Jace's.
That's true.
Jace can't target.
I miss that Jace. I actually don't miss him at all.
I do. I miss him a lot.
Do. You and he were like such good friends.
We were buddies. We were buddies till the end.
Hung out all the time.
He had to leave us. He's too good for this world. When are we going to ban Luis? All right, so Rudy's going to start it off with Celestial Colonnade out of his Nightshade deck. And what's going on? Oh, he was trying to Enclave Control just off of a Drowned Catacombs. His one of Drowned Catacombs doesn't work. Inquisitions gets mental misstepped, like we were talking about,
He could have played an island and...
Yeah. But why do that? We, for value. And he Inquisitions back. Ooh. For Sword and...
He's an Ameri Angel.
In all lands? That might...
Are those all lands? That top card and black card?
Yeah, it is a black card. It's a go for the throat.
Okay.
Now we get Cryptologist. Alright, so Oblivion Ring takes care of the Cryptologist.
Yeah. Somewhat a good draw for him off the top there.
So what guess does he have? He has another one.
Another Enclave.
He's probably just going to level it up right now.
Yeah.
I don't really think I like bringing in all these mental missteps and things. Like, look now, like, he traded some spells, but he has a, Grim Discovery and so many non-creature spells.
Yeah.
So, I mean, probably takes Lead the Stampede out, just so you don't, like, flood. Mirror Angel plus 2 tokens it's good.
That is good.
Especially when all he's got is a Grim Discovery and a land in hand. You can get back that Enclave, which is probably what I would do. I would sack the land and rebuy and try to get that leveled up.
Oh, well.
Phantasmal Image for a Mirror Angel?
That seems pretty good. Yeah, that seems really, really good.
It's a big game.
He's got a fetch land too, right?
Yeah, he's got a fetch land in hand. And then he can crack the fetch and go get his Enclave and play the Enclave. Which I would definitely be doing. I think with both players' attrition, Enclave Cryptologist could break this game wide open. Spend one turn leveling it up.
Yep.
Then all of a sudden you have, what's it called, Archivist, right?
Yeah, he just taps the draw card.
Yeah, Archivist. Then you just level him up to Archivist, and every turn you're drawing 2 cards. And he doesn't do it.
That's surprising. I guess he's just holding on to another creature.
Maybe he wants
Vengevine eventually.
Or maybe he wants to use that on Phantasmal Image if it dies.
It seems reasonable. Albeit...
What was that?
Albeit unreasonable. So, what does Rudy have left in his hand that we know about?
I don't remember the last card. Just a land. Okay. But now he's going to be able to battle with a Colonnade. Gets to put a lot of pressure on Jordan.
Yeah, that's a lot of damage.
Yeah, I definitely think I would have got back that Cryptologist and tried to gain some card advantage.
You just start drawing.
You start drawing lands for your Mirror Angel, and I feel like Jordan has to keep the pace up, because if he's not doing anything, Rudy's gonna definitely be able to take over this game with just the things that Cobley does best.
Yes.
And he's just going to trade, so that's what he's going to Grim back. Then he's just going to have that play next turn. I would much rather have Archivist in play than rebuy on my Myriad.
Yep. Splamish on the fetch land.
Because you're not getting anywhere with this board.
Phantasmal Image is really good.
Yeah, it's very good.
Jeez. Card's awesome. Look at how many guys he's making. Alright, and the Colony gets activated again.
No, he just chumps it. Pigeon Crab.
More birds.
Alright, so he hits Mental Misstep Land and Lotus Cobra.
Huh. Not exactly what you want to be hitting there. But Preordain. This could be really good.
Yeah. It's the kind of card you want to draw at this point in the game.
Yeah. Just looking for like a Day of Judgment or something like that.
And what is that? I don't even know what that is. Memoricide? That's Memoricide.
Oh, okay. Alright, let's see what he names.
Vengevine.
Huh?
What's up? Oh, yeah, so Vengevines are taken out of his deck. Rudy casts Memoricide. Search your opponent's library for a named card and hand, and they remove them all from the game. But Jordan still has a Vengevine in play, so he's still able to trigger if it dies. He's just not going to get out of hand like he could have if he had with all those fetch lands. He's not going to get
like the many Vengevines in play.
Yeah. So that's the card Rudy kept on top. That's interesting. I wouldn't be that afraid of Vengevine right now. He's got to draw 2 more creatures, and it'd be like, he doesn't have any cards in hand, so if that does become an issue, you can just Memoricide for them. Like if he cracks his lands and sees a bunch of Vengevines, he's still not going to trigger it. Did he put a token? Yeah.
Yeah, I've actually...
What's up?
I feel like Jordan could have been a little more aggressive attacking with that Phantasmal Image prior to... Like, now he can't.
Yeah.
But before, I feel like he should have.
Been more aggressive with it, yes.
Yeah.
Because Rudy's not going to want to trade with it. And yeah, like...
I also don't understand why he's not attacking with his Tar Pit.
With his what?
Or is that a... Oh, he doesn't play Tar Pit.
No, he doesn't have Tar Pit. The Tar Pit's on Rudy's side. Lotus Cobra. Comes down. Rudy sacks a land, gets another bird. An endless stream of jump blockers.
Yeah. And this is a Mary Angel doing what it does.
Yeah. Clogging up the board.
When you're playing its creature-based deck with no removal, it's pretty rough.
Yeah, and I think you're right. Like, Jordan could have been more aggressive with his Mary Angel. And then, also, I still think that Archivist, like, think of how sick that Archivist would have been.
Yeah, he would have just been...
Or sorry, not Archivist.
Like, literally drawing...
Enclave.
Yeah, Enclave Cryptologist, once it's leveled up, becomes an Archivist.
Now he's on a 4-turn clock, and Rudy has
drawn
a
like
big board.
6 or 7 extra cards by now.
So he's going to crack both. He's going to crack both at the same time, and he better do one at a time, though. No, this is not. We should get a judge should be called because that's not how you can do it because like you can't mill 6 in a row
Yeah, that doesn't work
because
like
the
that.
blood gas would return.
Should we?
He's not milling anyway.
Oh, okay.
He just is opting out of milling.
That's interesting.
Maybe he took blood gas out.
Maybe? No, I saw them. And that would be ridiculous.
Yeah.
Citing out your blood gas and nice huge arm crabs in your deck. Like,
So now Jordan's getting aggressive, but not even with his Amiri Angel. Oh, he is attacking with Amiri. He's attacking with everything. So he's actually dead on. Oh, he's got 1 token to block. He's not dead on board.
let's see how he decides to do this.
He really shouldn't have played that land either. I think you might change your decisions based on it. So he chump blocks the 2 biggest guys and he takes 6 damage, puts him down to 8. Living Ring is taking the Vengevine.
Takes the Vengevine. Now Turin's deck is sans Vengevines entirely.
Alright, so Creeping Tar Pit comes in to put him down to 6, gives him 2 more turns. And I don't know, Jordan has to have some really sick top decks. Lotus Cobra got blocked as well.
And Tar Pit's just gonna run away with this game almost no matter what at this point.
Yeah, it's going to be very difficult to find something. It's sad. It's a game that Jordan definitely could have won.
Oh yeah. I'm pretty sure he should have won it.
He at least has to keep back a blocker for the Mirror Angel. But he better have a good enough clock. So actually, I mean, he's attacking. If the Mirror Angels trade, then oh wow. So he has life. He goes down to 4. The Mirror Angel's big. Attacks with 3. Blocks the 2 biggest creatures.
Yep.
And what's Rudy's life total at? Because
4.
if Rudy's at 4, then he's dead.
Or was he at 5 maybe?
No, I think he's at 4. I think it's game over. Yeah, Jordan ends up taking it.
Wow.
Crazy.
Okay. I got confused there with the life totals for a little while.
I mean, yeah, I was confused with the games for a little while, but we got there.
All right, so
Jordan has some Eyes of Fury right now. He wants to win. He wants to win the whole thing.
that's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Win with Dredgevine. The Jace Memory Adept.
Jerry's the only one to ever do it.
What, to ever
Win with Dredgevine?
win
a
a
tournament?
tournament with Dredgevine? Yeah.
I mean, Jerry's the only person to ever win with every deck. A tournament with every deck ever made.
Yeah, whenever it's like a really obnoxious deck that you rarely see, you normally Jerry's the only one who's won the tournament.
Yeah, he's won with it.
Now, after this match, we're going to bring you guys a match of Modern. And this is a match of Affinity against Boom Bust Zoo.
So this is the finals of the thing.
They're
All right.
going into that.